Hey everybody, welcome back to my BakeLikeAPro YouTube channel. In today's really fun video, we're going to be doing a large batch of pizza dough. This is enough dough to make 6 medium-sized pizzas. In my bowl I have 1 kilogram of flour, and that is 6 3/4 cups. I am using pizza flour, but you can use all-purpose flour as well, and you're going to have excellent results. To that I'm going to add in 2 grams of instant yeast. And that's about 3/4 of a teaspoon. I'm going to give that a little bit of a stir. Let's hide that yeast in the flour. And then I have a little bit of sugar. I have 5 grams or 1 teaspoon of granulated white sugar. Get that in there. Give that a little bit of a stir. And then we have 2 teaspoons of salt, and that is 10 grams. Stir that in. That's good. And then I have 1/2 ounce or 15 grams of olive oil. And then I'm going to add in the water. And that is 700 grams or 2 3/4 cups. And my water is at room temperature. So now we're going to get this on the stand mixer and we'll get this going. So I've set up my KitchenAid mixer. We're going to close down the safety cage and we'll get this mixing. And I do want to mix this or knead it for 14 minutes. So I'm going to get it going. Set that around, that's a good speed. I'm going to let that go now 14 minutes and then I'll be back. There we go, that's my 14-minute timer that just went off. By the way, I had this set to speed number 2. I'm going to lift up the safety cage. We'll bring down the bowl. So I'm going to remove the bowl and then I'll be back and I'm going to get my dough out at the same time. Okay, that's pretty good. Now this dough is stickier than my other doughs because this is at 70% hydration. So if you don't like a dough as sticky as this, you can use a little bit less water. So instead of 700 grams, you would be using 650. That would take it down to 65% hydration, which is much easier to work with. I'm just going to get a little flour on here. You can see, nice dough though, very nice dough. Fold that over, you see how sticky that dough is? Look at that, wow, that is nice. Get my scale, so I just do want to get a little bit of a reading on there. I'm going to get a little bit of water on here and get a reading of the dough total weight. Let's get to make sure this is tared to 0. Let's get this on and see. This is going to be a little bit difficult. It's a large dough ball. Let's get that right on there. 17, ooh, about 1750. It's moving around quite a bit. But anyway, just a rough estimate of what it is. I'm going to be splitting this into 6 dough balls. So I've done this so many times on camera. I'm not going to go through the whole process. You can see that this is very, very sticky. So basically what I do, just going to cut this into the 6, and then you just basically cut and add, cut and add. So you get your 6, and then you start weighing them, and then you just cut and add until you get basically the size that you want. Now, I'm doing 6 dough balls. You don't have to do 6. You could do 4 dough balls and have a much larger pizza, or you could do 3 dough balls and have very large pizzas. But anyway, so I'm gonna split all of these into so they're equal, and then I'll come back. All right, so a few minutes later, I am back and I've weighed them out, and I'm looking, I wanted dough balls, I wanted 6 at 280 grams each, and I'm getting just over 280. Some of them are 283, 282, 284, so close enough. So I've got all my dough balls all ready. Let's get to forming these. This is the fun part. So basically you want to get all of your little pieces into the middle. Just give it a little bit of a push and then just bring everything to the middle. Just like that. Flip it over and then just start going like this. Turn. So you're going in and turning. You can see usually my hands aren't full of flour like that, but this is because of that higher percentage of hydration. You can see how nice the dough ball has become. I have a container here that I've just sprayed with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm just going to take that now and place that right in there. And there is number 1. Give it a little bit of a push, bring it in, flip it over, and then again, so you're going in and you're turning. So that's just pulling everything down towards the bottom. Just like that. And if you do find it sticky, you can take a little bit of flour and just get it on your table. I don't like to do that because it does change the dough ball, but when it's sticky like this, sometimes you just don't have a choice. You can also put water on your hands or a little bit of oil, and that helps as well. If you want to be fancy, you can give it a little bit of a roll and then right into the container. So I'm going to finish off the rest and then I'll be back. Hey everybody, I have done all of the dough balls and they look good, and I just did spray them with a little bit of olive oil on the top to keep them moist. And then I'm going to grab my top and just get that on there. And now I'm going to leave them here for 30 minutes, and then I'm putting them into the fridge until tomorrow. And tomorrow I will be baking a couple of these, and then the rest of them I will be freezing them. This dough freezes super well. I've frozen dough up to maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I've never had a problem. You just bring it out and just let it come up to room temperature on its own naturally. Do not try to heat it in any way, and the dough will be perfect, just like you made it that day. So in case you're wondering, yes, you can use these doughs today. In a few hours, the dough will be ready. If that's the case, don't put them into the fridge. So if you want to make your dough, just let it sit here for a couple of hours and then you're ready to use it. Hey everybody, this is just a really fast update. I decided to just come back. This is the next day, so we're about 24 hours later. This is the dough, and I want to show you what it looks like after it has been in the fridge for the 24 hours. So this has been in the fridge overnight. So I'll open this up, and the first thing we'll see, it did not touch the top of the lid, so that's good. And you can see how nice these dough balls are. And right now, so what you'll want to do is, if you're going to be making these, you bring them out. They're extremely cold at this point. You're going to either, if you're doing all 6, just leave the whole container out at room temperature for 3 to 4 hours. Or if you're just using a couple of them, just cut a couple, and then you'll want to just take the other ones and either freeze them or use them up as well. So I'll just tilt that up just so you can see it the other way. Here, we'll tilt it this way so you can see what they look like. So that's it. I just wanted to get this on camera in case you were curious what your doughs should look like after 24 hours. So that's it for this really fun video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you wish. I really do appreciate it. And if you're on Facebook, I'm also over there at BakeLikeAPro. And please subscribe to my BakeLikeAPro YouTube channel, and also click that notification bell to be alerted every time I upload a brand new video.